Okay, who's ready for a show? All right. So my name's Adam Chase. I wear a lot of hats with Salomon, mostly the guy who's the oldest, so that's how I get to be doing this. I'm the U.S. brand ambassador and in charge of the American part of this squad. So I'm going to introduce all the athletes real briefly. They get one accomplishment, one question, and then we're going to show some great videos, and then we'll have question and answer after each video, and then we'll do the poster signing. That's sort of how the evening will go. So you'll get plenty of opportunities. Let's start with Aliza, who I get to pace on Saturday. So Aliza Lapierre is here from Vermont. So here's the question of the evening that each person will be answering. If no one knew you as a runner, how would you want to be known?
I really can't imagine life without running, so that's a hard question to answer. But outside of running, I am an educator, and that's how I'd like to be known.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.
Well, I'm a mom of 2 little girls, 6 and 8, so that's how I'd like to be known.
Thanks. Gina Lucrezi.
I have a slight obsession with social media, maybe. That's kind of my thing, so I'll go with that.
She's an accomplished hashtagger. How would you be known?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Awesome. Let me look up to you.
I'm one of 13 kids, so I'm number 11. So growing up, I was always the next Gorman. So that's probably how it would be there. Still.
Good answer.
I think I'd say a rocket scientist, because my day job is aerospace engineer, design jet engines. So if I wasn't running, that's what I'd be.
Awesome. Thanks. Let's bring up.
I guess as an events organizer, thanks for coming out, guys.
I want to be known as a forager. I like mushroom hunting and looking for things out in the woods.
Awesome. Cameron, if we didn't know you for your running, how would we know you? And your mustache.
The mustache, you wouldn't know. But if you didn't know me from running, you'd probably just know me around Boulder, running around, going to university out there. And I don't know, if you knew me, you'd probably be a scientist because that's what I studied a lot.
I'm not quite sure. I think running for me has always been, I've tried to keep it a small part of my life, and then the rest of my life, traveling, my family, my friends, loving life in general is most of it. So that's how I would like to.
Awesome. Mr. Balance.
As a crazy drummer.
Crazy drummer, all right. I like it.
I'd be a surfer.
All right. A Kiwi surfer. All right.
Just as a happy baker who has a lot of Alaskan Huskies and loves skiing, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I'm from South Africa, grew up on the beach, so Anna took my line, I was going to say surfer. Yeah, I think just, free spirit, enjoy traveling, seeing the world, and making the most of things. Just really stoked to be here.
Thanks, man.
I'm a mountaineer, and since 2 years ago, I'm a runner. And,
I don't know, you don't know me, so...
No, it's just the person loves mountains, so it's just that.
Just that. Perfect.
We got to New Zealand and initially the filming was just sharing the great running that we have in New Zealand, the beautiful landscapes and the people. And we're really lucky that we've built this relationship with the African Attachment. It's a shame they're not here tonight. They're part of our family, they're our really close friends, and so for me, it wasn't just opening up to a film crew or a camera that was standing there, it was me in a place where I felt I needed to speak from my heart, and who better to speak to you about your heart as your really great friends, and so...
So, you're from the mountains, how do you make San Francisco work for you?
Well, I've got a beautiful, wonderful girlfriend that helps. She's back there. And she's the reason that I moved here. San Francisco certainly makes it a lot easier. This is hands down the greatest city that I've run in anywhere in the world. And then I think lastly is just constantly keeping kind of a mentality, maintaining your curiosity. I've always believed that, but even here I can find myself doing the same runs over and over and over again. And if I change my run by a little bit, and then I realize that there's stuff that I've been missing out on, just 100 feet away from where I have been running for the past several months. So kind of maintaining a curiosity.
I know your strengths as a runner, but not as a skier. Are you better going up or going down in skimo?
I'm better going up. In racing, I'm better uphiller than downhiller in skimo. Then with a lot of years improved in skimo, but it's about technique. But it's also to try to take the prime and pull it out and just go straight. So it's a bit not dangerous, but you go pretty fast. So some days you don't want, and these days you are not good downhill.
And has the downhilling from skimo helped your downhill running?
I think it's completely different techniques, but it's a bit the same about the position. It's about the same, the position, how to look to the downhill. You need to be in the front. You need to attack more than to be back, because you go slow. You can fall and you use more your muscles if you attack. It's always better for going faster and to use less energy. And also the vision is the same. I think the downhill in running or in skiing, it's 80% about how you look and how you anticipate the problems, and 20% just physically. So it works a lot. If you are a good downhiller skier, you're gonna be a good running downhiller, because you're gonna have this approach to downhill.
Excellent. You talk about conservation of energy or being efficient. How do you keep up the schedule that you maintain, both in winter and in summer, and running and skiing? How do you keep your energy up for so many years and so many grueling races and events and records and fastest known times?
Just because I like it. It's impossible to for me it's much harder. It takes much more energy to be here in San Francisco than to be racing in the mountains. So being up there skiing or running, it's so easy, because it's just doing the thing I like. And in winter I like to ski, because in the mountains are snow, and there are so many mountains that you want to go everywhere to ski and to discover the mountain that leaves behind. And when you discover this one, the other one, and in the summer is the same. So the hardest thing is to go down to the city more than to stay up there and to racing. It's just have fun. It's a nice game, and we love to play.
I knew that you would answer that way. So you have a fairly unique event coming on this Saturday. I think it's your first time being, I don't know if I would call it a pacer necessarily, but a companion. Are you looking forward to running with Emelie on Saturday?
I'm looking for sharing the race. I really like competition, not just running, but I like to be in the races and to see and to, like in running it's different, because it's just one event per weekend, but in a schema that it's the men races and the women's and then the juniors and the cadets. It's so nice to be there and to see the other races and to cheer and to just look the new talents coming and look how the techniques improves in different runners and take things. And in running I was this year in UTMB cheering for Miguel and the others. I was in Tour de Géants. in a lot of races it's nice to not run but just be there, and it's easier, but it's much nicer to just be there and just enjoy and to take things, because when you are racing, a lot of times you just think about you and think about how you can win the race, but when you are not competing but you are seeing a race, you can just look all the other competitors and take things, because you want to race against them other times, so it's good to know how they do.
My question's for Kilian. It looks like in summits of my life that there's a sequence where you're being chased by a mountain goat.
It happens pretty much, but they are much faster. So we are really worst as an animal. If you see, we have a good brain, but under the brain we are really not a good animal. If you take Usain Bolt, that is the fastest human in the world, and you take an elephant or a cow, that they are not fast animals, and you make a race, it's the cow or the elephant that's gonna win. So it makes, okay, we can play between humans, but if we take one animal, it's sure that we're gonna lose.
Without proclaiming any religion or whatever, I find all of you deeply spiritual. Are you do you feel connected with the universe when you're going to decide that word? You're trying to bridge the gap between you and your creator and the universe? Do you feel it's all about attaining another level beyond what you are as a human being?
I was an altar boy. And I'm certainly anything close to an altar boy anymore, but it's for me, I wouldn't say that running has become my religion, but it's become my meditation. And that's how I certainly attain it the best out of it.
This is much more basic. I just want to know for each of you, actually, after about 1.5 hours, do you fuel? And if you do, what do you do for fuel?
I think the bottom line with, because I get this question a lot, and I hear different answers from a lot of people, I think the bottom line is that every single body is different, and the most important thing is that you listen to your body. I think that's the hardest part about ultra running for me, is that you have to listen to your body, and you have to learn the signs of when you're hungry, and when you're eating too much, and when you're not eating enough, and too much water and not enough water, and it's different every race. So it's really listening to your body.
Yeah, I was curious what the worst injury you guys have each incurred over the years. Could be from far back or recent in your running.
I actually did the worst injuries. I have a knee that it's broken. I broke the patella, but it was in the city. I was back from the school and I was jumping from one street to the other and I just fell. I was not drunk, and yeah. So don't run in the city. Run in the trails. It's much more safe.
It seems like you guys just want to go out and get in a good run. It doesn't really matter if it's for X amount of hours or if it has like a fartlek feel to it where you're running fast or slow. But do you guys, when you're in a good training session or a good like mesocycle, whatever you want to call it, do you guys have a run that you love to do and test yourself with? If there's a workout you love to do and just see how you're doing with it, if it's a prescribed run or something you just made up. Could you share that with us?
For me, if I can run pain-free and in the outdoors, then it's an amazing run.
For me, I don't know. I like Cabals de Arena and UTMB.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I like to train a lot. And it's more about changing things. I think the thing that it works for me is to do like different things and like doing really different races, like long races that makes you improve for the short races, and do vertical kilometers improves a lot for the long and short races. So training for each one, it makes strong. Like also skiing in the winter, it makes much stronger for the summer. And it's more to do, I do a lot of races, and the races, it's like the intensity, to be fast, and it's to do different kind of races. And then now, for example, it's the pre-season of ski mountaineering that we train a lot. I like to go out and just to do elevation. You can do 4,000 meters in the morning and just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then in the evening you do a easy 1,000 meters that you feel, oh, good. It's just easy, and you recover for all the day. So, and do this for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then and get ready for the seasons.
I think it's a little the same, but we decrease the amount of training. and then I'd like to have plans. I'd like to have things I want to run faster, like runs. But normally it's very hard for me to follow my plans because it always shows up new mountains or things. But I have that in mind. So every now and then I go out for a thing I planned and I want to do it faster, and that motivates me. But it doesn't happen very often. I wish I would do it more often. But it's too many new mountains to see.
So we all have all those days where we really don't want to run. I mean, I imagine you, the athletes have to run quite a lot, probably more than I do. And so what do you do? What's your technique for those days that you really don't want to run? Like, what's basically your... I don't know, we all have like, I don't know, something that makes us go out of bed and do the run even though that day we really don't want to do it.
I think like everyone who loves running, and I think most of us loves running somehow. So those days when we don't want to run, I don't think we're gonna do it. Then we're gonna just stay inside and drink hot chocolate or enjoy that, because then we really want to go out next time. That's what I do.
I think the first thing is to check the webcams. If you see, because normally when you want not to run, it's because you ski out and it's bad weather. So you take and say, okay, maybe in 5 kilometers it's sunny, so then it's easy. And if in all around it's bad weather, you just say, okay, you put your board combination and you go there, and then after the first 30 minutes, 1 hour, it's hard, but then you still wet, so you can keep going.
For me, it's if I don't want to go running, I still have a rule that I just put my shoes on and I go outside and I run to the end of the block and see how it feels from there. And so often, you get to the end of the block and then you do another block and then you do 5 miles, and it turns out to be a pretty good run.
Bueno, when I can't run because I'm tired or injured, it's simple. I have 2 children, and all time is for them.
I think usually the only time I don't want to run is when it's too painful because I've got an injury, so then I don't run. But generally when I'm running and running healthy, there's nothing that stops me from wanting to get out there. The weather, you just wrap up warm, and like these guys say, get out there. Once you get out there, you warm up pretty quick. So yeah, for me it's just running is there and it's great and that's what we do. So you have to enjoy it no matter what's up there.
Hey guys, so I'm going to ask the question. I mean, we are here for a race, right? I know everyone's wondering. If you guys had, I just want to know your prediction. I think it's fair. It's a fair question.
I know who's going to win. I know who's going to win. It's going to be Tony Krupicka. And it doesn't matter.
I think the weather's going to win on Saturday, actually. It seems like it's going to snow, so there we go.
So are you guys like normal people where you get a silly song stuck in your head when you're running and you can't get it out?
And let's say, what what song might that be?
Yeah, sure. It could be anything. The last song that you've heard when you walked out the door. Yeah, of course.
Do you know the party? Do you know the party? Together? No. No. I have a lot to sing when I run. But ACDC I like so much.
I had that song Thrift Shop, Macklemore. Freaking non-stop. Never want to hear it again.
Yes, the worst thing. So, and if it's a short race as well, but if you have 100 miles, this can be the worst thing ever. So, no, it's good to have a MP3 or to listen to some music, because like this you can change this. Have not just one song for 40 hours, but you can have more.
Yeah. ABBA.
Thank you everyone for coming.
It was great. I mean, it's a great opportunity that we don't have in general. It's great to see people that is running all over the world, is having experiences that we actually don't have. For example, it was great to hear Kilian saying that we don't do mountain racing here, which it's a very nice way of seeing other perspectives of trail running, which we're very used to hear what the Americans think about it, and hearing just international people, it is amazing. And
this is
Thank you so much.
all the best.
Oh, it's really quite an experience to have all the people together all in one panel, all this talent in one place. It was inspiring.
The veterans down south, just here. I'm not ready for the size run.